by the time it comes to sort of like landscaping, etc., outside works, budgets often get busted.
Squeezed,
You know what I mean? So
tell me a commercial project that's ever gone to on budget.
Well, no, not in this country, no.
So one thing we haven't discussed as much, and I think it's probably a subject that we don't discuss as much, is what we can offer on the commercial side, what we do currently, and what we can offer as a company.
Commercial, yeah.
The big C.
The big C with a big S going into it. Yeah, RF, we identified a sales funnel that we didn't really hit as much, and we stumbled across something and we thought, yeah, we can do this. And the commercial sector was that. I suppose when you're covering commercial sector, you're covering hospitality, public realm, the big construction projects as such, like your airports and that type of thing. And yeah, we found that there are a bit of a gap in our sales that we didn't really cover that at all. So we decided, how long ago? 10 months ago, I think it was now. Time flies. We employed a commercial manager basically to allow us to be able to
put more of a focus on it, and that's
yeah. And we got Stuart Clark. What a guy.
What a guy. What a guy.
And it was just, we decided to sort of like take a plunge and sort of like thought, if we're going to go down this route, then we know somebody who knows what they're doing.
Absolutely. And someone that's really passionate about the industry and what he does. So I think one big thing on the commercial side is anyone can sell paving, really. Anyone can buy a product and sell it on. It's the expertise and education behind it. So with the commercial side, I would say it is probably a lot more regulated in terms of specifications, how things are tendered out, and what needs to happen on that project is more than a garden. So having someone like Stuart that you can turn to that has a real passion for the industry, so down to technical knowledge, to material sourcing, to knowledge about all types of materials that it could be going with, is exactly what you need. So it's perfect. Now that we've got Stuart, who is completely that section and holds all that information without crossing it through to the domestic side.
Yeah, well, we'll get him in for an episode or two or four. With how he talks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like me. We love to chat. But if me and Stuart did this podcast together, we'd be into the night.
Oh yeah. Anyway, but yeah, we'll get Stuart into go into the depths about it all. But the commercial side of things that RF offer, what would you say is the...
So I think commercially wise, like our products are suited for them all.
Yeah.
But I think a big reason of why we differ, we harp on a lot that we're a family run company, we do care, and we have a lot of flex really. So because our supply chains are so tight and we only deal with, as we've said before, particular people to ensure that our quality, our service, everything matches and it's consistent. So all of our products can be used commercially, but also we've got the flex that we can source anything. So whether it is our products in a different thickness, size, finish, we can do all that. But also if you come to us with, we've had one recently with a product from Italy that's not something that we've done before.
Yeah.
However, it's needed for that project, and we've got the flex where we can source that due to our contacts and ensure that we're putting the right product in the right space. We have a lot of flexibility with that.
Yeah, like I say, the different products that are available to us is it's endless really because of that, and Stuart bringing his contacts into the sort of industry that he's always been in is sort of like invaluable to us, because we've got the never say no attitude until, if it's a thing that we definitely can't do, we'll say, right, no, that's fine, we'll leave that one alone. But before we were looking at different things and we would price up 1% of something that was on a bill of quantities because that was all that was specific to us. Now we've got the ability to be able to price up 50% of that because we've got that links to that and that links
which
to
makes
this.
the whole job easier. It's not for us, but
for the customer.
Absolutely.
And that's the biggest thing that we've found with the commercial side of things is that we can offer, well, not offer, we can offer everything, but we can make things easy, make things simple for a customer, and we're just sort of like, these guys know what they're doing. Yeah. They can talk, and there's that. Another thing as well is it's sort of like with often things get specified. By the time it comes to sort of like landscaping, etc., outside works, budgets often get busted.
Squeezed.
You know what I mean? So
tell me a commercial project that's ever gone to one budget.
Well, no, not in this country, no. Easy, Tiger. But yeah, so we can offer value engineering. So if it's a case of this has been specified, well, we can source this, and it might be slightly bit different, but still as good a quality, this, and this, just because it's not got the brand name as such. We can offer this, and be able to do that, and having Stuart available to us to lead this, like I say, his wealth of knowledge and expertise allows RF to be able to get into that commercial sector. And
I think the possibilities are endless, really. It's like, even though, so we do tiles as part of our offering, so we've in the past few years done a hotel in Antigua, out of all places, and like with that, it wasn't reinventing the wheel, but when it's been commercially spec'd and there's been a designer involved of what they want, you can't just offer what you've got and say, there we go, pick from what you've got. You know, it's something that requires more work and attention and sourcing of materials. Yeah. But that's what it is, really. And us as a company, we have a lot of flex to do that. Yeah. We're very open, and we don't often say no.
Well, that particular project, it went from, do you do these type of products? Yes, we do. Right, okay, can you price this, and this? As it turned out, went down different routes of products, which we still sourced, we still did, but not just that. It went down to the machinery and things like that. And, we need X amount of, this sounds ridiculous, but trowels to install and whatever else. Like, can you sort of, yes, we can. And we just sort of like went down that route.
We make it easy. On the commercial side, we make it easy for people, don't we?
Yeah.
Well, that's what everyone wants in life. But yeah, I do think that the fact that we are very tight on our suppliers, and we make sure we work with suppliers that are flexible as well, and I think that that's a great advantage to our commercial side, really.
Yeah, and I think we've, as a company, we've generally always stepped away from what might be deemed as sort of like low price, low margin, low sort of like bog standard product, which is concrete block paving. And we've thought, well, we'll leave others to that, but we've found that as and when our customers aren't doing the domestic projects as such, then they go on to things like that. So we've listened to our customers. We've got in a range of block paving, which has become a great seller for us, and it is just something that our customers were going elsewhere to get that particular kind of product. But we've researched the market, we've come up with a partnership with
someone that's a bit different,
somebody who is a little bit different but forward thinking like us, and it's a company called Kilsaran. Absolutely outstanding products, great customer service, just exactly a family run company, same as what we are, but island based, and they are a company that has our same values at heart. Now we're starting working with them and being the distributor for their products, and that just allows us to be able to get into the commercial sectors with the national house builders, things like that, who we've not really, I would say, not really been bothered about getting in with it in the past. But it is a case of now we've got this, and now we've got that. Stuart sort of like introduced us to this company because he'd used their products before, and it's one of those things that we show in at RF that we can, flex and be able to adapt with different products, different projects as and when we want.
Yeah, I think it's just really important that you can flex and you do listen. Like a lot of the changes we make at RF and a lot of the things that we do are by listening to our customers and listening to the market, which is obviously like a reason why we do this podcast, because it's important for feedback, it's important for no smoke and mirrors, it's important to listen to your community, and I think that represents us as a company really.
Totally, and I think us, as well as our core products as well, we offer a set core range of products that we stock. We're finding now there is a want for more bespoke pieces, more bespoke thicknesses, finishes, and we can offer that. We're not just a bog standard paving company. We can offer any dimensions.
And another thing is we don't take the mick on prices because it is bespoke. It's the same process for us, just a longer wait time for the customer.
Yeah.
But we try to offer that as not a unattainable service. We're not trying to take the mick out of you for something being ridiculously bespoke.
Yeah.
It's just the time period to do it because it's not incurring much more work. So we'll always make sure that we look after you, basically. You're brought into the family and we do what we do.
Yeah, well,
as we say.
Yeah, literally, you mentioning family there. Now, our guys that produce our bespoke products literally set up a production plan as such to adopt to doing thicker paving
The need
within
was listened
weeks.
to all the way down.
Exactly, within weeks, and we can now offer paving that is 50 to 120 mil, if not above, if we want, So those commercial wants, we've listened to it and we can do with that. So, it's just one of those things that I think we've used the word flex quite a lot in this, but literally if we just listen and adapt. And
not the new, not the...
Oh, was that Mark? What is that? Oh, we're going to do that.
You're going to do it. Point, yeah, we need to do it.
But yeah, there's a new thing with John Stones doing his thing because he pretended at his arm. It's just before the World Cup semi-final. No, what? Quarter-final, sorry, yeah. So, yes, anyway, we're currently now 55 degrees in here.
Yeah, still increasing.
But yeah, I think commercial-wise, we're going to invite Stuart onto this and
go into it in more detail.
Talk through it in detail. So just a bit on RF, how commercially we can offer products into that sector.
Yeah. Andy Mac.
Feeling hot.
It is very warm.
Wowzers.
To the beer garden then, yeah?
Beer garden.